Former military officer bi a yɛfrɛ no ADABUGA a Jerry apenso oboa mamuye kubita 82 aban bi guye afe 1981 waba abonten aba bekeka ensem bebre apa Ghana for akyɛw se Jerry mani di awu bebre mani kun nipa bebre a na kyese na ense emfata kora waba abonten aba bi Jerry secret bebrebe adi agu abonten asa apa Ghana for akyɛw se won a woji won adehye ekra efiri won sabia ron fanche won na wanye ne yi na momfa sobo ne de omunya emfambo Jerry mumye enkotie ensem ne bia okan.
He say he does not know me because he's a coward. That's what I can say. After me doing all this thing for him, he knows very well that when he meets me, I will just tell him certain things that he would like the earth to open and he will enter and bury himself. And he hasn't stopped there. You see, if I were the only person that you can say that he has used or I was being deceived, then it would be okay. You saw what happened to Aka, and you saw what happened to President Kufo. Up to today, he has started it. He actually sent meals to his grave. You see? And when Muhammad came...
That is a serious talk.
Yes, he sent meals to his grave.
What do you mean by that?
Since he wanted the wife to stand, and when they went to Sunyani, the wife didn't win. Since then, he has never stopped condemning meals. He insulted meals everywhere, used the opportunity. The man was sick, and then he was doing his best for the country, and Rawlings was on him till he died. And during the condolence, you saw what he said. It was an omen for him to die. It was God sent that Mills died early. Otherwise, the party wouldn't have been what. How can somebody say something like that? A former head of state. That's why I say he sent him to the grave.
Should Rawlings have ever given you those ornaments, the gold, the diamond, because he seemed to be very particular about that, even when you were in the broadcasting station? Would you have been so much against him and his family?
Actually, that was when he said we're going to prosper. I wasn't thinking about me as a person, but the whole country, because during that time, some of these ideas they were giving us, Chachu, Atuostin, and the rest, they made us to believe that we have gold, we have diamond, we have bauxite, we have manganese, we have cocoa, and we have arable land. And it was only because of mismanagement. That is why we are where we are. And so if we manage these resources properly, then we will get a situation whereby it will be like here, whereby there will be a welfare state, and then the rich will also be there, pay taxes, and it will be channeled for like the private sector. And what that means is that there will be food, clothing, and shelter, not forgetting about education, which is vital for development, and health. You see, housing for the workers, not that he will give the workers money, but create conditions whereby people will not be coming here for jobs. You see, that is how I was thinking, but not individually. Because if you look at the country, it has been like that from day one. I didn't know about Kwame Nkrumah because I was very young. But much as some of the people, the head of states, were trying to do the right thing, people around them are just jostling. It's happening even right now, as you can hear news. So if we have that mentality, we are not going forward. I'm not saying that here there's no corruption, but they create the structures whereby you cannot steal for 1 or 2 years. You'll be fished out. You see, in no way, for example, the institutions are there. So if you try to drivel them, you can do it for some time, but they will bring you out. And that is what I was thinking.
Yeah, but you know, in as much as you talk so profoundly about others, Rawlings is quite a prominent man who is being hailed all across the country by so many. I mean, you can agree and disagree with me that NDC will not probably come to power without the support of him. So why is it that with all the sort of atrocities he's committed, the things you allege that he's done, he still get the support?
One is because the way he was able to eliminate those who brought him to power. Not only me. It includes Akatapore, it includes Chris Atim, it includes everybody who started with him. He eliminated everybody. And so he was a Napoleon. And number two, those people 81 to now, they were not born. A lot of the voting population is about 35 years. Some of them have got children. They didn't know the story. So I'm now saying that he's popular because all these people grew up to know it's only Rawlings. Until some of us come out, like Nana, like me, saying that no, wait, he's what he is because he was able to silence all dissent. In Rawlings' time, what Anas is doing, he can't do it. And what all those people are doing, they can't bring all these things out.
Original sound.
And so that is where he was able to be what he is. And the second thing is that he was able to pitch one tribe against another. You see, he's a good manipulator. And he hasn't stopped up to now. You can see it for yourself.
How is he doing it now?
He's doing it because he was able to do it to Aka. He was able to do it to Kufuor, and Kufuor didn't give him chance. When Kufuor won, in fact, he said that we shouldn't come, the exiles. Can you imagine? When Kufuor brought Sulemana, Yaya Muadini, and Major Sita, he was anointed. That was the beginning. So up to today, nobody has ever given us amnesty, let alone compensation. All those who went to exile. And I'm saying that the military intelligence, and I can say it, that day they did a very wonderful job. They were following us from beginning to the end. And these people were doing their job, fighting for the state. And you came up and locked them for 3 years. And no government has come to sincerely say that these people, let's look at it again.
You talk about amnesty and compensation. Do you really believe you should be compensated?
For me, if they don't give me, it's okay. But the soldiers who were casualties because of us, they should look at it properly. You see?
Can you name some of them?
Yes, the military intelligence, and also some of those people who went to exile because they arrested me and then they took to arms. All of them were locked. Half of the Reki regiment because of me. And all these people, they haven't got compensation. So if they minus me and then they give them compensation, I'll be very, very happy because they didn't do nothing. You see? Don't forget that Kachu Chikata, Kojo Chikata and Rawlings, these were only 3 people. And the military intelligence, their only crime was that they were trailing them, this kangaroo team or surveillance. And he said it, the day I will come to power, you, this military intelligence, you have to bury your heads. And true to his word, he buried them. So I feel guilty.
He buried them. Where did he bury them?
I mean by incarcerating them. He put them in prison.
Did he kill some of them?
Well, some died.
You mentioned Achimota Forest. What happened there?
What happened was that people that they didn't like, they were sending them there to kill. You see? And then we'll be there. And then they will call us that some soldiers have gone to shoot people there. And then we'll go and see the graves. And then Rawlings will say we should keep quiet. There's another place called Gaddafi Camp by the airport. People were buried there. The last time I went to Ghana, I pretended as if I was a photographer. So I went to the Achimota Forest. Up to today, they haven't done anything because they know what is there. They preserve it. So I saw that they excavated some of the graves. But I know where some of these things are. So the point is I feel guilty that innocent people, not only soldiers, the 260 people who got missing, Most of them are there and other places which they know. You see, that doesn't mean.
Can you tell me some of the other places?
If you are going to the range, you understand, some of them are there, that tertiary range area. And if you are going to the airport, especially the Air Force boys, they call that place Agege. They were buried there discriminately there. You see, those Air Force boys were reckless. There was even one of them who he took into his own accord, and he was shooting. So Rawlings made a mistake and went and shot somebody who was related to Rawlings.
Enuanom ensam no bia wodi tu edwanie chese ensam no a edoso pa bibiri ho a bebre mo ansa opese wuti de woso na de aka wachi na so opese de aka ne to aso na de brewa mpacho na wasende message say same o kan same a mehu se ohia video no message video no be na ye hu de ekusie chese utimi se ara ho Jerry di bone papa Jerry farmer we di bone ni penso no mo kuni pa nkasa is nipa nkase wo ara ho papa enuanom ha e Berlin TV yesremo ada ye BBC aya amonhwe mohwe wi a mesremo like na monhwe na mon subscribe se bese betimi akwa chi netuma de adwuma pase ne ade betuma be somo dada medamase. Okay.